morning, everyone. I'm Pujita, and I'm currently pursuing my pre-final year from CMR College of Engineering and Technology in Bachelor's of Technology, Computer Science Engineering, and with applied artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this is all about a project that I've been working on for a while now, and I got an idea on a very short um, idea actually. So actually, I'm a bit nervous, so please excuse me. So
So imagine all of these are your friends, your classmates.
it's all in my head actually. I don't mind anybody here. So what Aranya actually is completely inspired by Crime Patrol. So I used to watch a lot of missing cases, and people were not found that they've gone missing. There's a lot of guesswork involved. There's always this period of unresponsiveness where nobody actually understands where the person is gone. So let's suppose I am a college student and I go to college regularly. I travel by bus and I reach back home by 6 o'clock. I reach back home 6 o'clock, and if I am abducted someday and I go missing, so who is the first person to notice that I've actually gone missing, and when are they going to notice? I think if I were to live alone, there is nobody who would actually notice that I've gone missing. So, what is the maximum time that I can actually come back home? This is what Aranya is about. People do not respond to their phones, and they are unnoticed. There is this absence that cannot be detected otherwise. Now there is no actual system that detects this unresponsiveness at an early stage. Nobody can actually predict when you're actually going to go missing. These are the consequences. People realize late, and what happens is that there is a loss of time where something might be recoverable. This is what generally happens. The post disappearance, there is an FIR launched, CDR. The FIR has some specific timings as to how, after how long can the report be actually written, and CDR call records. These are also done officially. These cannot be done by everybody. CCTV, there are limited ways, and tower data. What they do is SMS triangulation from two towers, and they do that manual search. This also starts very late. These are all the existing solutions. These are why the existing solutions fail. GPS, location, live location tracking, the find my phones. These are also not useful if they throw the phones away. Now, this is a pure abduction, kidnapping case scenarios. They get destroyed, they get taken off, and nobody knows who's going to be abducted. Next. These are the non-existing category. There is no device that actually detects early detection, not detecting exactly, early detection. Pre-disappearance layer. This is what Aranya does. So what I actually planned from the Crime Patrol episodes that I actually understood is that people are discovered after 3 or 4 days. So what if I could understand that somebody has come back home? What if they could just send me a message? And if they do not have their phones on me, how could I be automatically updated about their current situation? The time check-ins. Now I talked about my example, coming back home by 6 o'clock. But what is the maximum time I can stay out? 8 o'clock maybe. If I'm not back by 8 o'clock, what Aranya quietly does is it informs my trusted contacts that I haven't been back, and that my phone is not response. I'm not able to respond to anybody. Absence of response triggers. This is a manual check-in. I do have a plan for some smart trigger system as well. Multi-channel escalation means I'll go with the WhatsApp, email, SMS, whatever I'll find. I'll just send a message so that they understand that the person has gone missing. This is something I plan to scale upon when for the rural areas and stuff. So what the solution actually is that manual check-ins based on when the person has come back in, and some smart check-ins based on their location patterns, their scrolling patterns, and I've seen some cases where the husband kills the wife, and they operate their phone to make sure that the family does not understand that the wife is alive. So I've seen many such abduction cases of children from orphanage being sextorted, and there are many cases if we go around, but there is no such device that actually helps us understand where the current position and this is why, Aranya, we do not take any GPS, no tracking, no surveillance. Everything that I actually use, all the data that I'm going to use will be on the machine learning model, will be taken by the machine learning model on the device. Nothing of the device. So the model sends a message, safe or unsafe, every 6 to 7 hours. This will be also divided by the user. And even it works even when the device is gone. Designed for when there is no device. This is all the test cases that I actually put out, but everything starts from going missing. So everybody who is traveling at night times, night duties, solo travelers, increased solo living has also been a very big query, and hikers, joggers, cyclists, rehab centers, mentally disoriented people, health issues, children. This is the market scope. Majorly, this is where I want to focus on my aim that actually might sound stupid, but I want to devise something for these people who are not, who people do not care about, who do not have a background. The orphans and everybody who do not have specific systems designed for them. People who do not actually, who they don't have someone who actually cares for them. These are the key cases. So I do, if I go for manual check-in and something like that, then I will have check-in consistently, how consistently people are checking in through the app, and missed check-in alerts, missed escalation success rate, how precisely is the escalation taking place, informing the trusted contacts and stuff. Why Aranya now? Increased in solo living, increased mobility, devices unreliability. There is actually no current system that capitalizes on this unresponsiveness. This is the conclusion. Predictive safety first, non-tracking. Now, what I want to ask from you guys is to help me understand what the scope of the idea is, and where can I actually take it to the next step. Also, any um, problems that I may have actually told, and the gaps in my pitch deck. Yes, ma'am. That's about it.
So you're saying no device. How will you track them?
I won't track them. If the message is not coming back from their machine learning
So
model on the device.
you're going to use an app, mobile app.
Yes, ma'am.
So mobiles go,
Yeah.
off
So if I
charged.
don't get that message, then the escalation proceeds. I'll have two to three factors. I'll give a trigger in. If they do not respond to the trigger, and if there is no safe text that is sent back to the server, then the server actually escalates. The mobile does not escalate.
Okay. And kids, you're saying it's a great. I mean, I should really appreciate your idea first before asking questions. It's a very nice thing that our kids of this time, especially girls, boys equally, are vulnerable in the current society. So this is really helpful. But I mean, you know what? Kids don't carry mobiles from kindergarten.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone needs protection. Once they are out of the eyes of mother, I mean, mother's sight,
I understand.
it is really, I mean, every mother cares for where the kid is, expecting that, they are at school and they are not in risk and all that. It's all on anticipation. So they don't carry mobiles. Kids are very bad in carrying their own luggage, isn't it? The books, bags, whatever. So without a device, how are you going to be sure that the kid is safe and is going to come back? I mean, mother is suppose working. How will you do that?
So basically, what the problem arises when we put a device is that I can tag anybody with that device. That's why I wanted it to be device independent. But for children from this aspect, I think as long as they have an operable phone,
No,
it works.
you should think of some IoT.
Yes, ma'am.
You know,
I thought of that one, but the problem is that
something that you can buckle to your shoe or something
see that.
as thin as a cloth
only.
socks, and that will be, I mean, this is an idea, you can take it forward, and that will be helpful for anyone. If it is as some sensor or something that can detect, that can stick onto the person's body, and then it is trackable, your idea will run well. Think about it.
I thought of it, but the only privacy matters that is that suppose I am a creep and I tag it onto somebody. That is the only problem that occurs. Because otherwise the plan is perfect. Having a location-based tracker onto somebody, the only problem is this
Because
privacy issue.
kids, I mean, girls, boys, and I mean, people of about 10 years probably won't have a problem. I mean, they can manage themselves, they can raise a bit. In fact, if someone has a mobile, SOS is the best option. You don't even have to unlock.
Yeah,
So why
I
are
have
you?
that feature as well. But if there is no device, like if I am kidnapping someone, I'm pretty sure that I'll throw that phone somewhere. I'll switch that off and I'll throw it somewhere. Then my Find My device will also not work.
How will I check in then? I mean,
I won't check in. You have already gone somewhere. So the device will automatically send because it does not uh,
you haven't checked in
presence.
on
There is no
time, it
presence. Yeah.
raises an anonymous.
Yeah. No, just not the check-in, but let's suppose you forgot some, and there is this problem of checking in also. It can become a bit burdensome checking in every day. So something like smart triggers based on the scrolling patterns, location patterns. If you've gone somewhere from the hotel and back to some other location and back to the hotel, then if you're back at the hotel by the time you actually sleep, and based on the time zones as well, and the crowd source work as well, if there are any other users of Aranya in that place. This is all about the aftermath, build hone ke baad. But this is where the product is right now.
think your application is a lot of data intensive. You need a lot of parameters to
Yes.
assess the situation. So start building prototype maybe.
Yeah.
So you will understand what all you need. There is a lot of extensive research and you need a lot of parameters. And there are already some apps in the market by government and both public and private entities. So try to search about those applications and think, try what they are lagging and try to build solutions based on that. Even maybe you need to add parameters from smart watches, people who are wearing smart watches. From that also you can get the data. But as Matt said, for kids or the people who doesn't even carry their
Mental health
yeah,
issues. I mean, those are the people who need this in the first place, because they are, not aware of where they are. They are, kids are like playful, not mindful at all.
Based on patterns. So I want some device based on their body or something they can use on hand, but based on
Something which
patterns.
people, it is not easy to detect, and someone, not a cook or a creep can easily understand that this is a sensor. So you should use something like that for especially elders, elderly who are into dementia and all that, and they lose track of where they are, why they are going to a shop. And this is a pretty good thought, good idea, great idea, in fact. So I think you definitely need an IoT for this. Thinking those terms.
So the current apps so lack based on the devices, the parameters that they choose, location and GPS. This is majorly where all these apps are heavily device dependent, and why these fail in most of the circumstances. Pitch deck में.
Thank you, Pushta. And we have our last pitching for today by Mr. Avinash and his team. So, yeah. Avinash.
Hi, I'm Avinash. I'm from Onit team. We are building an hyperlocal platform. Like we'll connect directly to the customers, which they had tasks. We'll connect directly the task performers directly. The the main heading says, as we mentioned, the main heading says any help, any task. Will provide directly the task performer or the task seeker real fast. Because we are have seen my competitive platforms like Upwork and some of the platforms. If we need a website, we need to filter out the applicants and the and they that platforms only allows professionals to work there, but we are allowing like students to learn and grow themselves in the in their graduation only, and we are providing them the payments at their graduation stage. As we have mentioned, we have 450 community right now as the task performers and task seekers, and we have 4 plus pin codes. We are live in Delhi right now, but we are stepping our first step in our Hyderabad right now. As we mentioned, these as like some of the local like some of the problems, and we solve them with an answers. As if task performer need, like if you have a task, need to find task performer nearby you, you need to post your task and your budget and your timeline. We will find and connect with the task performer and the complete the task with no time and with no effective like filter outs, and if he does the works or not with not other issues. As we have mentioned, we have now in 5 domains like home help, car and drivers, and food and groceries, projects, tutorings, and we are exploring more domains to explore right now. Why choose on it? Because we take zero commissions. We have kept milestones. We are using like milestone across. That's why we are making our platform like zero commission, and also verify committee. We'll verify the task performers by their resumes and their previous works, and we'll connect if they can do your task or not, and ask if you post a task, it will be connected by in few seconds. You don't have any issues to connect with the right person, or if it doesn't do or. And 24 by 7 we use like we'll connect with we are the mediators, right? We'll connect if there is an issue with task performer side or task seeker side, we'll connect both them in 24 hours support. And we have used like 50K testers, like we have numbers like 50K testers as our website launched. Our partner is TechVistar. He's the one of our co-founder. And initially we are stepping in Hyderabad. We have focusing on it campus. The on it campus initiative, the task I have said like they can earn their pocket money in their graduation only. They can learn, they can growth at their graduation only. There are some of the students, they have skill, but there is no certain platform to write like the platforms are allowing only the professionals to work there, but we are giving the work to the students to get their works. The challenges for the students finding paid work, the initial stage we all got, and building portfolio, because we'll do small projects, but if we do the industry level projects, we'll get to know the industry levels and the projects how we can work. As I said, they have skill but they have limited connections. We'll connect them directly so that they can get the connections easily by the tech gadgets. Like work balance, if we look for the students, like initially they can't balance their work and if we focus on the if we focus on the workplace or else internship, they can't focus on the studies at some point of time. But by doing these tasks, they can focus on their work and study. And payment issues, like some of the platforms, like they have done with the project process and the project, they'll not provide them the process. As we are that on it team, we are introducing the on it campus, like industry connections directly to the students and the seamless process. Like we'll if a task poster post a task, we'll get the money from them. and keep the money with us, and we'll give them give the money to the task performer after verifying the work. If done, if that is verified by the task seeker, it is done and fulfilled his requirements totally, then we'll post his money. Our journey, we have went to groundwork also. We have went to several colleges. One of our journeys, VBIT college. As how it works, initially for students, build their profile, like build their account and choose the domain which they are good at, from coding or business or something else which they are good at, and fine, they'll get the works like accept or reject. If they are comfortable with that, they can accept, or else they can reject the works as get paid securely. As I said, we paid securely them after the work. Task performer. For the task performer role, they post the requirements. What are the post and the timelines and the guidelines? Like what is the post, what is the budget, what is the timeline, and what is the requirements. Find near task performer. Like as we said, we'll have a AI model. We'll connect the task performer which does the task perfectly. Connect and chat. They can connect and they can elaborate the requirements with the task seeker. Completely done. Successfully done the task without any hesitations. As tasks on it campus, we provide like this type of the Excel sheets, research ideations, documentations, web AI projects, and we have the early impact we got is we have given 10 students internships in startups from our portal, and we have onboarded 100 students like tasks done by their for the startups, and we have done 50 tasks and high campus interest. We have gone to 3 campuses. They have highly interested in this project, in this platform. They have registered, and we currently having 450 members of the community students. Thank you.
So that's a good idea, Avinash. So we'll be connecting with you regarding this. And I have one more announcement here. So, like in 2026, in couple of months, we are going to, we in the sense, Leh Startups Confluence is going to organize Telangana Startup Fest, where we are inviting all the, founders, budding entrepreneurs, as well as if you have a idea also, you can participate. If you have a prototype also, you can participate. So we have different tasks for people who are having a prototype, people without a prototype also. So like we have finalized our venue and all the details will be shared in our socials as well as in the WhatsApp group, which we will be showing now. Like we'll be showing the QR code for group which you need to join to get all the information about Hyderabad chapter. Yeah. So like we have one last founder here from Mitra AI. So please.
Hello all, good morning. I am Raghu. I am the founder of Mitra AI. What are we? We are basically, uh, we can call ourselves as AI companion for all your business needs, including individuals as well. So what we do, we are actually developing the AI platform as a service. So what is this about actually? So in order to start with, so we have identified a couple of issues with the SMBs in their day-to-day business operations actually. So I have picked up two of those problems, and I came up with a solution with our AI Pass. And as a phase zero release, I have been working on this thing, and I have come up with a solution actually. And in phase one, this will be extended where we can proclaim ourselves as AI GCC, which is AI Global capability center. So what makes any company as a global capability center? So it has to have several pillars where human in loop is avoided as much as possible, but human in loop is very much essential, and we need to pitch in the humans only when there is a specific need for it. Like we can automate all the payments, but if human in loop is missing, your account will be zeroed in no time. So therefore, in order to give proper approvals, human in loop is needed, and we only pitch in humans in those aspects. So what are the problems I have picked up regarding the SMBs in their day-to-day business operations? Uh, Take an example, like there is a store which will generate an invoice when a consumer purchases something. And nowadays, it has become usual practice like that invoices has to be sent to the consumer's WhatsApp number. If not, there will be a trust factor lacking actually. So, SMBs usually don't use the expensive ERP such as Joho, Udo, or Tally, etc. So they will go with some local ERPs which are cheaper, and they lack this communication platform. So they cannot send, or they have they don't have the inbuilt communication platform to send the invoices to the WhatsApp numbers. So to do that, what they usually do is they will violate the meta policies. They will use the web WhatsApp session, and they will start using that session to send the invoices to the consumers actually. But as this is violating the meta policies, in no time meta is actually it is tightening all their loose ends, so that all these kinds of sessions are immediately getting blocked. So now the problem is, one thing, the consumers are not receiving the invoices in their WhatsApp because of this problem. In order to tackle this, so what this ERPs has to do is, they need to go for some vendor who can send the WhatsApp messages on their behalf. But the thing is, they will charge uh, they will charge at a high cost actually. So this is one problem. And this second problem, what I saw is, they run some campaigns like IVR campaigns, WhatsApp campaigns, and SMS campaigns to attract the customers. The problem with IVR campaigns is, the moment we see the number as plus 911, we don't answer those calls. First thing. Second thing, if you get the SMS, like so and so company is offering so and so products with these discounts, but SMS, trusting the SMS is a big issue now. So we cannot, people won't trust SMS. So WhatsApp is the de facto standard. Of course, I agree that even with WhatsApp, we have this problem, but because of the meta policies, we will get the business branding, meta verified stamp, so that meta gives the approval that this business is verified. So when we see the blue tick, we can trust that at least meta verifies it, so we can go with this. But in order to do the advertisement campaigns with these verified companies, right? So per message, the companies are charging like 90 paisa per message, or 1 rupee. So if I want to send 1 lakh messages to 1 lakh consumers, I need to spend 1 lakh. So which is not at all possible in the current world actually. So I have identified these two issues, and I have came up with solution, with possible solutions actually. The first thing, how we are actually dealing with this meta violated policies and sending the invoices through the WhatsApp sessions, which are bound to be blocked. So we are a Meta verified company, and we use Meta verified templates to send the messages to the consumers. And uh, when compared to other competitors, for us, we are actually based on the template category, we are charging at nominal margins actually. So definitely SMBs can look into us if at all they want to uh, uh, send the invoices to the consumers via us. Uh, we will not be blocked because we are Meta verified and we are using Meta uh, approved templates only, but not the other ones. Like we can have some virtual numbers, we can receive some WhatsApp messages, and if we want to track that number, it will not be possible because it's a virtual number. End of the day. And second thing, about the campaigning problem. So when I was meditating on this thing, so I got uh, I got one way of reducing the issue. See, SMBs has to send the invoices via WhatsApp. So actually, uh, this is requirement from their point of view. And what I added to this thing is I have added a QR code in that invoice, and when it will go to the consumer, at least curiosity point of view, few of the customers may scan, and they can come into the WhatsApp business chatbot. So this is not another chatbot. Basically, this is a chat agent. This not only charts, but this actually does the actions. So what it does, I will explain in few moments actually. So when they come to the chatbot, we will be giving the options to explore the products, to add the interested products to the cart, and confirm from the consumer point of view. We are not stopping here. We are also actually added an option to request a discount on the fly, a voucher. So the moment a user scans the QR code and comes to the chatbot, at that moment itself, he is not a lead, he is a potential lead. So now, whenever he requests the voucher or adds some items into the cart, he is becoming potential lead to the business, probable business. So now, what we are doing is we are encouraging the consumer to request the voucher, request the discount based on it, and the moment he confirms the card, what we are doing is we are actually sending this order along with the voucher to our client. So when the client approves it, the end consumer is definite, is certain that this voucher can be redeemed. So once he sees this cycle, like uh, requesting a voucher on the fly, getting redeemed at the shop. So then this probable business is becoming a recurrent business for the SMBs actually. So now instead of doing the campaigning and instead of investing money on the campaigning, so this solution gives a way that anyway he has to send the invoice, and in the invoice, because of this QR code and because of our chart agent services, the SMBs is actually doing the campaign. So he is not investing any what do you say? So this money spent on sending the invoices is not a dead investment for him actually. So now what this chart agent actually doing? See, in order to proclaim ourselves as a AI GCC, there are several pillars or several requirements what we need to what we need to have actually. The first thing is governing. Who is governing what? And first thing, whenever a chatbot, AI based chatbot comes into picture, so what's the tone should be? Whether it should be professional, whether it should be friendly, or whether it should be something else. So we are controlling that tone. And second thing, what type of information this AI chart is giving and what type of information the consumer can ask. So this is the big thing actually. And when the consumer is encouraged to chat with the chatbot, he can send any message. He can send verbal abuse. He can send any media which may be illegal. So there should be a governance to control these kind of activities. So every end user cannot be a gentleman or a good citizen actually. So we have a cleanup workers. Whenever we receive an inbound message, we actually process that message through those workers. And only when our worker says that, yeah, this is this has got the green flag, only when we send that message to the WhatsApp platform itself, not even to the end consumer. So, this is the controlling and governing part. And what's the other thing? So it should have the analytics. Who is sending? Who has scanned the QR code? Who came to the chatbot? And what his intent was? Whether he selected any items and whether he added any items into the cart, whether he confirmed any items which are added to the cart. So all these things has to be logged and it has to be provided to the tenant so that he can see what exactly is going on with the WhatsApp chat agent services actually. So that and one more thing. So whenever we send this analytics to the tenant, we are not expecting that the tenant has to do anything on his own. The only thing what is expected is confirming the order from his side, approval. Rest of the things, the follow-ups, everything, we are taking care of those things. So this is where the automation comes into picture. And finally, uh, one more crucial thing which makes us AI GCC compatible is agents of agent support. All these things whatever I have explained are basically handled by multiple agents, and there is one agent at the top level which is sitting and which is governing all these agents, what their work is, what their boundaries are, and finally when to pitch in the human in the loop so that the required approvals are done. So as a phase zero, I have came up with the two solutions, whatever I have been explaining so far. One thing is invoicing via WhatsApp, and second thing is this chat agent. And in the coming phase, I'll be completing all these thing AI GCC compatible features, so that uh, this chart agent looks like a complete AI governed um, uh, chart service, uh, but not like an at another chatbot. So this is about us. Thank you.